Yes, so no. Okay, okay. Rewind selector.
Rewind selector. We've talked about what are the key things you would want people out here to.
I thought I switched off my phone. Hi guys, welcome back to my space. So I have my third guest here, finally. I will let her introduce herself and then we'll get into the topic of the day, which will be body positivity and self-esteem. So let's get right into it. So yes, here's my third guest. I will let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, welcome to Julie's channel. My name is Laura Kerubo, and I'm a student by occupation.
Yes.
So those forms where you feel your occupation, you're a student. So my occupation right now, I'm a student. Also, I run an organization called BT Jaha, which is geared towards promoting self-love and self-honor within women. So we aim to do this through events. So most of our events are going to be themed, and it has most of them are inclined towards issues that women face. So things like self-esteem, body positivity, mental health, spiritual, emotional health, relationships, toxicity. I watched that. You really need to watch that if you haven't watched it on Julie's channel. And yeah, so we want to do them within a period of time. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to be seeing you guys over there. And then as we go on with the video, we're going to be talking more about what it is that we discuss. So Binti Jaha is an organization that I run, and the main aim of Binti Jaha is to promote and facilitate feelings of self-love, self-respect, self-honor among women. It's inclined towards women because I can relate to most of the
We're
issues.
women.
Yeah, exactly. So anyone is welcome, but then we relate to most of the issues that we go through. So I'd be better off in a place to explain to Julie how I don't like my body, or I'm feeling like I'm such a bad person to Julie as compared to a mic somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hey Mike.
Hi Mike, wherever you are. So yeah, so that's it. That's the main aim of BT Jaha. Now how we want to do this is through events. So most of the events are going to be themed at different points in the year. So they're going to be geared towards just issues that we women face, social issues. It doesn't necessarily have to be issues that lock out anyone, so people can come here. What exactly it is that I want to achieve is having people come for the events and come out feeling stronger and better about themselves. Because at the end of the day, since we're promoting self-love, that's exactly what the events are trying to achieve. So before the events, Julie, please link my social media pages so that people can follow me there. Yeah. So on the social media pages, we usually have this very interactive discussions with people where we discuss issues that we women face that we'd like to talk about. Like today, we're going to talk about body positivity and self-esteem. So we're going to be talking about it on one day, and then luckily Instagram allows you to have polls and questions. So we're going to be having questions. Then we post the answers anonymously, so we learn from each other that way. So it's very interactive. So most times, I can guarantee you that the discussions on social media really do go a long way. Yeah. And I think it's also it's right for me to say that I started Binti Jaha because it's my own personal journey, and I decided maybe I should actually share it with people. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yes. So, well, the fact that she's talked about self-love, I will go back to the last topic we had on here, and it was about self-love and being enough. And we gave you tips and tidbits of what we think self-love is and how you can learn to love yourself. Yeah, we think it's very important, and I admire you for being able to just put yourself out there, because I mean, if it's your own personal journey, it's very hard to let people in. Yeah. And the same way she does that with Binti Jaha, it's the same way I want to do that with my space. Yeah.
Oh, right.
And now going back to now self-love, and then now we come to body positivity and self-esteem. I feel like it's very hard to go out there and start telling people or just talking about how you feel about yourself, about your body, about loving yourself. And like in the previous video, I was saying how it's very difficult to talk about things that you're going through, and like your journey, things that you've not even understood yourself, like happiness. You can say, oh, be happy. You tell people be happy, but you're still trying to get there yourself.
What is happiness? You're
telling people you need to love your body. But at the same time, you're thinking, do I love mine? Or do I wake up every morning and I'm like, wow, who's this? Or you can't even look at yourself in the mirror because you're just thinking, am I too big? Am I too small? Am I like, my body is not like so and so? And that in turn just brings down your self-esteem.
It really does.
So I will ask you, what made you start this journey and be like, I want to be positive about my body, I want to have a better self-esteem, and I want to share my story with others?
Okay. So I can't say that I'm 100% there, where I'm like, hey, Julie, I love my body, I don't care, I'm eating a pizza. And then also like self-esteem. I think it's a journey that you have to go through, and just like any journey, there's ups and downs, there's detours that you make, and then you get back on the path, and then you take a detour, then you get back on the path. So it's not really like always a straight line. So the days you wake up and you're like, yo,
I'm hot.
I'm hot.
I'm beautiful.
And God made me as I am. But then the days you wake up and you're like, guy, as in, why can't I just wake up, have fries for breakfast, and still be skinny? True. And the days are like, yo, I mean, I'm like,
I love me.
I love me. So exactly. So that journey is a bit comme ci, comme ça. So what exactly made me realize that we need to have the importance of self-esteem and loving yourself is because I was just tired of not loving myself. I was just really tired of it, and I'm just thinking, life is so short. It's too short for you to always talk yourself down. It's too short for you to always see yourself in a negative light. And as we go through this conversation, I'm very inclined to talking about you fixing yourself from the inside first. So it all comes from the inside out. Exactly. So because a lot of people who have like self-esteem issues, and I'm going to like pose this challenge on you people, if you do have self-esteem issues and body positivity issues, don't worry, not at all. Most times you're the one who's...
It comes from within.
It comes from within. So you're the one who's bugged about something that not everyone thinks about. So you're gonna think, guy, everyone's noticing that, I have a kataya that's, I'm like outside, or, oh, I'm too skinny, my elbows are too sharp. Something like that.
Here. I hear you.
So you're the only one who notices it, because you're gonna tell people, yo, I feel like my eyebrows are cousins and not like
twin sisters.
Exactly.
Twins.
And I'm not saying that guys don't have these issues, but again, I'm talking about this because I can relate to girls' issues. So most times it's just you who's bugged by it. Exactly. And so because you're so bugged by it, and you're always talking it down negatively, you're always going to be used to talking about it negatively. And I'm going to be honest, sometimes I used to be that way, where I'd talk very badly about myself. And when I was young, I had like acne. Join the dots acne. Serious acne, sandpaper acne. It was horrible. And a lot of people would point it out, but not necessarily in a bad way. I mean, it's adolescence, in high school.
Everybody is going through it.
We're probably washing our face with hard water, which is bad. And Dettol soap is bad for your face. So the acne is gonna come, and then I'm going to feel so bad about it. And then because I'm constantly focusing on my acne, I'm not going to think, wow, Laura, you're actually beautiful.
Or you don't see what is
you don't see what is actually behind it. So you're going to just have bad acne, and that's what you're going to do. That's how you're going to define yourself.
Yeah.
Not realizing
As a girl with bad acne.
as a girl with bad acne.
Every other thing that
Yeah.
you are or could be.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So the moment you go to a mirror, you're not going to notice that you have nice teeth. Or you're not going to notice that you have a nice nose.
You have nice eyes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
You're not going to notice that you have nice eyes, so you're just going to go to a mirror and the first thing you're going to see,
Acne.
pimple.
This is it though.
This is it. Yo, why are you announcing to the world ovulation? You know, such things.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's going to be that's always going to be how you define yourself.
Yeah.
And then not realizing that you there's who you are innately. There's your spirit, there's your emotions that you need to take care of. And talking down to yourself has such bad repercussions. It's the worst. It is the worst. It's just the worst.
It has a negative impact on your whole being. Yeah.
Yeah. Because for me, I remember when I was in like primary school, and I think also sometimes you can blame other people, but again, most of it is within you. I'd be so bugged about it that it would affect every other aspect of my life. So I wouldn't even want to meet people because I'm like, I know.
My face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the first thing you're thinking. This is the first thing they'll see, and they won't notice anything else but my acne.
They'll just see Jaden on your face. You know. So, exactly. So and other things. And then now after that you're just gonna be stressed, you're not gonna read, and then stress has physical like
The more stress you get, the
effects.
more acne.
The more yeah, you see.
Please, I know that. I know that.
And then after that, when you don't do well, your grades are down, then you think, shit, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not smart.
I'm not smart. So anyway, I'm just a huge ass mess. So
It's a domino effect.
It's a domino effect. Exactly, it's a domino effect. So, however, growing up, we're still going on with the acne example. Yeah, because there are others, but we're going with the acne example. You realize, wow, okay, it's because I've been using the wrong soap, maybe. Or it's because maybe I'm an adolescent or something.
Yeah.
You know, and then you decide, well, okay, so I can change it. You realize that if you can change something, especially if you don't like about it, you can actually change it. So, I just realized, fine, you have normal to oily skin. You're using the wrong oils. You're using the wrong soap. You're stressing. You're not drinking enough water. You're eating chocolate. You're eating chocolate. You're eating pizza. You're drinking
way too much alcohol.
Fermented grapes. You know. So definitely that it's
going to show itself.
It's going to show. So bottom line from that example, I'm just like, if I just realized if you can change something, change it. Yeah.
But you know, there's so many people out here who, I mean, for you came to that realization. It's very rare and it's very hard to come to the realization that, okay, this is the problem, I can fix it, or I can't fix it, but I'll be okay with it. More often than not, you find people who have low self-esteem, they'll talk themselves down to the point that they can't even see the positive. Never see the positive. Even when someone tells you, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you have very nice hair.
You're lying.
You never believe it. And I feel like it's something that has to come from within. Yeah. So as much as the negative talk and everything will come from within, the positive talk also has to come from within.
It does.
I'll give you an example. Like for me, I've always thought for the longest time that I'm too skinny. Yeah? Give me that face. From when I was in primary school.
Yeah, you see it's in your mind.
Yeah, it's all in your head. And I remember for a very long time, I used to be teased. In primary school, I used to be called scaly.
Okay.
And then I was also a late bloomer. I'm still blooming. I think
Julie's 27.
28.
Kai.
Yeah, I'm still like, and so it was those ones of I was spotty.
Yeah.
I had muscles at 12. muscles. I had like a six-pack. And people used to be excited about those things. But me, I was just like, I'm so bloody skinny. And then I got into high school and now I started blooming and everyone was like, now that's when the guys start to notice you. And I noticed how it affected me subconsciously. Like I didn't know, but I used to, like I would feel bad when someone teases me. I would laugh it off. Yeah. But then later after I gave birth, I actually lost, like I became skinnier than before the baby. And very many people would be like, oh, body goals. To date, people are like, body goals, oh my God, how did you lose that weight? Not knowing that I'm trying to add weight. I have done it all. You even Google, anytime you Google, all you're seeing is how to lose weight in 1 month. You never see how to gain weight in 1 month.
In a week, have you seen that for 3 days?
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, what is it that people can do about it? And sometimes it doesn't help if now, as much as like, because you notice it so much, other people start to notice it. And that's what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's all people will see. Yeah. Other people will start to notice it and they'll be like, oh, you've lost so much weight. What's going on? Are you stressed? Now, the point where I reached like my end was when one day my dad sat me down, just like 6 months after I'd given birth. He sat me down and he asked me, what is stressing me? Because he's never seen me that skinny. And I was like, what? As in, am I that small? You buy clothes, they fit you this week, and now I'm like my body, I lose weight so fast. This week I can be stressed. I can lose 5 kgs. To gain those 5 kgs back, shake for sujui, peanut butter, oats.
You know me,
I've tried it all.
I swallow food and bus.
And you know the strange thing is, and I like that we are having this conversation. People are probably looking at like, yeah, please, you're both so beautiful. I don't know why you're so negative about your bodies, but it's so easy to get negative more than positive about yourself.
Oh yeah, it's very easy.
Anything.
Yeah.
Someone tells you you're smart, you're thinking, am I really smart? Yeah. Someone tells you you're beautiful,
someone else is smarter.
Yeah, you're always saying, but I'm not like so and so.
Actually, Julie, let me sorry to cut you short, but this is something that's been lingering in my head. Comparison.
Yeah.
Comparison is the worst thing ever. Ever. So, now that we're talking about body positivity, let's just be real about it. So, there's always going to be someone who, or rather different people have different types. And especially for girls, for us women, we're always, especially in this social media age, there's an over-glorified type of body. And if you feel like you're not falling in that category, especially if you have a low self-esteem, sometimes it's very possible for you to feel like, shit, you know, I'm not even attractive, I'm not even whatever. And a lot of comparison, especially comparing yourself to other people, can really put you down. Because today maybe I'll come out of the house, I'm feeling, oh, I look so pretty, and wow, I look nice, and then you're gonna see someone else who maybe has like a better figure or a better body shape than yours that you'd want. But in truth, we can't all have. We can't all be that. But we can't all be Kim Kardashian. We can't all be Julie. We can't all be Laura. We can't all be Amber Rose. We can't all have that hourglass figure. We can't. Some people are a pear. Some people are an apple shape. Some people are inverted triangular shape.
And it's okay.
And I think that the thing is, we just actually need to learn how to appreciate that that's also beautiful. And it's okay to not have a Beyonce shape, Nicki Minaj thighs, or Lady Gaga hips.
Okay.
That was random. But
random.
I think the bottom line is that we need to realize that it's okay, and for lack of a better word, we need to see that there's more to life than just how you look.
Exactly.
Actually, that is exactly what the point is. You need to see that there's more to life than just how you look.
There's more to you than what people see.
Because once you take care of yourself innately, you can automatically just do it out. Because have you seen these people who are like really depressed and sad about stuff? They really don't take care of themselves. They're in the house the whole time. They're not coming out. But the moment you feel like you need to take care of your emotions, your spirit, you as a person, your soul, you're trying to be a better person. You're practicing gratitude and compassion. You're reading more. You want to be smarter. You're working on your emotional intelligence. The moment you're working on yourself inside, you find yourself being more aware of, okay, fine, I need to take a shower. I need to eat healthy. Because actually, we had this discussion on BTJ the very first time I joined Instagram, and I was asking people, when did you what are your acts of self-love towards yourself? And someone answered, okay, she's a friend of mine. She went healthy from like 2017, and she's lost so much weight. But it's not the losing weight, you're like, hey, auntie, what's going on? Yeah, it's the weight that you can see. This is healthy, a healthy shed of weight. Yeah. And it's because she's eating so healthy, and she's like, that's loving herself. So personally, Julie, I eat it's just yesterday that I decided to eat properly, to cut out things. Yeah, like, we sat with a friend of mine, and we were like, chocolate, chapo, mandazi, carbs, all those things. And actually, eating healthy is a sign of it's loving yourself, because it goes a long way. It does. Because now all this kula in vibaya, if that's what I should say, has repercussions. Number 1, constipation. Number 2, bloating. Number 3, your skin. Acne. Number 4, you're endangering your life actually. Your heart, cholesterol. You're tired when you do small activities.
Because you can't even carry your own weight.
You can't even carry your own weight. So, because even me, imagine sometimes I'd see like maybe I'd get so tired because like my blood sugar has spiked up. So I get tired. Imagine I used to eat cake for lunch. Okay, what is that? Yeah. And it's a cream cake which has sugar. And then when you're hungry, you feel nauseous. You can't even work and all those things. Or you just eat fries, and then they go alaka. Like you get hungry very fast. So the moment you get hungry, you want to compensate with something else. So you're really just not doing justice to yourself. Yeah. So I know we're talking about so many things in one.
I know.
But
I hope you get the gist.
I hope you get the gist. But I think eating healthy can get you to your body positivity. So it takes me back to the point where if you don't like something, you can change it. Bottom line, let's not put the stamp of approval of if you're fine and you're just eating my junk and whatever. Let's not put the stamp of approval to that, because it's unhealthy. It's a very unhealthy lifestyle.
That's true.
It's a very unhealthy lifestyle, because you could be skinny and still eating those junk, and then you get constipation.
Yeah, or your body you could be outside, someone's like, oh my god, she has such a nice body. But inside, your organs are just suffering.
They're just suffering, exactly. So, bottom line, eat healthy, and just love your body by being nice, by being good to it. So, we have a tendency, and I'm gonna be honest. We have this tendency of, I feel like I'm just big, I'm just adding weight, but it's really my habits.
Yeah, you know why you're adding weight.
But I'm going to cry and feel so bad about it. So it's just like wanting your cake and eating it at the same time. Yeah, wanting to have your cake and eating it at the same time. So at the end of the day, for you to get results, you need to do something. Yeah, so
okay, when it comes to body positivity now, self-esteem, I think I count myself blessed, because I've never thought that I have a low self-esteem. Like, even when people would tease me, or things would go wrong, or something would happen, I never had a low self-esteem. I would always carry my head high. But you see, I'm not everybody. There are very many people who, the moment you mention something about their body, about their smarts, about just who they are as a person, their self-esteem dips.
Oh, yeah.
And I acknowledge that not everybody is strong, not everybody has that will, but I feel like it's something that can be worked on.
It can be worked on.
Yeah, it's not, of course you don't wake up one morning and you're like, whoop, self-esteem through the roof. No. I mean, it's a journey, just like you were saying, it's a journey, but you have to make that initiative and be like, you know what, I'm going to be better to myself. I'm going to accept who I am, and I'm going to be like, you know what, I can work on my self-esteem, I can work on positivity for me as a whole, not just your body, but every single aspect of yourself. Yeah. So like I was saying, self-esteem is a journey. Do you feel like you're onto that journey? Like you're taking steps to...
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm taking steps. Yeah. So like I told you, like I said earlier, that it's not, it's an imperfect journey. And I think that's what we need to accept, that it's an imperfect journey. You're not going to get to that point where you're like, finally,
Yeah.
you know, this is it. And I was reading something today. But there's this doctor, there's this philosopher in the States. He's a philosopher teacher. His name is Dr. Hugh Moorhead. And he was saying that you'll never get a decisive answer for some things that you're always looking for, like what is the meaning of life?
Yeah.
What can you define happiness as? So it's the same way maybe we need to also be lenient on ourselves and kind to ourselves when we feel like we're not there yet. So for sure, I can say I am on the journey. The times I just don't, you know, my journey is very, it's very imperfect. The times I'm very low, and the times at the highs, kabisa. So I am on that journey. And that's I can take you back to and see that's why I started Binti Jaha. Yeah.
Like I feel like like you're saying, we're too hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
You look in the mirror in the morning and you're just like, am I worth it, or am I beautiful enough, or is my hair nice enough, is it kinky enough, is it long enough? But we need to like sit down and be like, you know what, I'm gonna be lenient on myself. I'm going to accept my flaws, and if there's a flaw that I can change, I will change it. If I can't change it, I will live with it, and I'll learn to live with it. Because every single thing is a journey. Self-love, self-esteem, positivity generally, and then body positivity. It's not something that comes, overnight.
Yeah.
So, like Laura is saying, we need to accept that it's a journey, but you also just need to take the first step, which is to be like, okay, I have a low self-esteem, what can I do about it?
Yeah.
Or I'm a bit too negative about my body, about who I am as a person, what can I do about it? Then I'll work towards getting to that high. And of course, you also need to accept that there are days where you will just not be feeling it, yeah? I said earlier that I feel like I've never had a low self-esteem, but of course there are days I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm not feeling this outfit, or I'm not feeling this day generally. But you need to work on that. If you wake up one morning and you're like, you're not okay, you're not feeling that day, you're not feeling positive about anything, you can, yes, live through that day, feel all the emotions that you want to feel at that point, but then work towards getting to a high, yeah?
Work towards getting a high. Yes.
Yeah, don't stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like I said in one of my birthday nuggets, that it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to
Stay
not
there.
Yeah, to not stay not okay. So accept that it's a journey and start the journey. The hardest thing is starting. The hardest thing is accepting that there are flaws. The hardest thing is saying that I need to work on these flaws, or I need to change something about myself.
Yeah.
But the moment you take that first step, you're on the road to whatever recovery it is. You're on the road to that high. You're on the road to good self-esteem. And I mean, even when we are saying self-esteem, we're not telling you to go beat down others now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Because there's a difference between having self-esteem and then, like, now, what's the word?
Yeah, looking down upon others.
That's the word.
Body shamers.
Yeah. There's one thing to having a good self-esteem, and there's another of
stepping down on others so that you can
so that you can elevate
yourself.
yourself. Yeah. So you need to gauge yourself and be like, you know what, I won't now be extreme to the point that, yeah, me, I'm fine, I don't even know why you're eating that. You see someone big maybe eating pizza and you're just thinking, yeah, maybe that's why you're big. Or you see someone going to the gym and you keep hating on the fact that they're going to the gym and you're like, me, I don't need the gym.
They're not even using these things right.
Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're not helping someone by doing that, So it's you'd rather just
kindness.
Yeah, be kind to yourself and be kind to others.
Actually, you know what, Julie? I was reading. There's this one of my favorite books. It's called "The Secret Letters of the Monk Who Sold His Ferrari." So so there's one of the nuggets of wisdom. They talk about kindness, and it means and they say if you're not kind to others, it means you're not kind to yourself. So these people who project bullying, who bully others, within them have something wrong. So because the moment you're kind to yourself, you can uplift someone else. So like, let's say for example, actually even though we talk with Julie is a very kind person. Kabisa, Julie is very kind. Julie is a very kind person.
You have a big head, I'm sorry.
Yeah. so like Julie is always going to uplift me even in those low moments of mine that and we're very different, clearly, in anatomy.
That's true.
Exactly, but Julie is going to come with all the psych and it's okay, you don't have to be as skinny as I am, or even just generally in life, the things that we talk about, because when you elevate someone else, yourself, it sort of
makes you feel better.
It makes you feel better about yourself. So like, yeah, I mean, I'm a good person, and it radiates. Goodness radiates itself. Yeah.
That's very true. And yeah, so having said all the things that we have said, we've talked a lot, which I'm really hoping that even with all our rambling, that someone has gotten something of importance. But now that's why I want you to give me, like, what are your take homes from this whole conversation? Things that you feel that people should do to help themselves get positivity, and higher self-esteem and stuff like that.
All right. So number one, the first one that I'm always going to say is just work on yourself innately. That is just so important. Even before thinking of, my body, or all those things, you need to really work on yourself. You need to work on being a better person. You need to work on being more appreciative. You need to work on be aware of your journey towards self-love. So you need to let that happen. And once all that is in place, or you're aware of it, everything else falls into place. So the moment you think of the things that you need to do to love yourself more, you're going to be more healthy. You're going to want to go to the gym. And that's when you're actually just going to, your body is going to be positive. And it's okay to like your body as it is. It's fine. No one said you need to be like Kim Kardashian or have a stomach like a wall and a back, such things. But as long as you're healthy, honestly, that's really just the first thing. So love yourself. Secondly, comparison. Comparison needs to be out of the way. Quit it. Because the fact of life is that there's someone else who looks better than you, or is better than you, and you are better than someone else.
That's true.
So we're all just unique in our own way. We all just have our strengths in our own way. So forget comparison. And the third one, stop talking down to yourself. Stop being mean to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't be rude. Don't say mean comments to yourself like, I'm so big anyway. Oh, I have a big nose anyway. I look bad. Because, big nose. Yeah. Because
I have one.
the moment, and it's cute.
Well, thanks.
The moment, because the moment you're mean to yourself and you talk badly about yourself, you just start believing these things. It starts being part of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it's going to have a domino effect.
Yeah.
Honestly, those are three take-homes I'm going to say. So working on yourself innately by following also BT Jaha, and then and then comparison. Get rid of comparison completely. Oh no, the second one was comparison. And then now, don't be kind to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. And work towards just being happy. Life is too short to just keep beating yourself up up about things that you think you should be, because no one is beating you up for not being perfect. Yeah. So be kind to yourself, and yeah. It's an imperfect journey, and you need to accept that it's an imperfect journey. And what's most important, and I think this needs to be echoed everywhere, there's this song, I am not my hair.
Yeah.
I don't even know who it is by. But you're literally not your hair, you're not your...
Erica Badu.
Yeah. You're literally not your hair, you're not your feet, you're not your arms, you're not, it's, feet. You're literally not all those things. And I think we really need to focus more on who we are, what is the state of my mind, how is my mental health, emotionally, how am I doing, how is my relationship with my friends, am I the toxic friend, am I the person who gives people gives people the space to be happy and to be themselves and to feel better about themselves? Because once you do that, and I believe as humans, we're not self-centered. Naturally, we're not self-centered. So the moment you do good things for others, you feel good about yourself. The moment you uplift someone and tell them, oh, you're beautiful and all those things, and you're going to be fine. You're going to start, they're going to be so, oh, thank you, and they're going to speak good things to you, and you're going to be seeing, wow, okay,
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah, so most importantly, just work on yourself, work on your mental health, work on your what you feed your mind, work on eating healthy, work on being happy, work on having good relationships with your friends. Also, hey, another that I didn't say for self-esteem. The people who you surround yourself with.
Actually, was just about to say that, but
the people who you surround yourself with,
it's so
really,
important.
it is so important, because I'm not saying that I'm gonna have friends who we are all in the same caliber of of the same caliber, the same body type, but surround yourself with people who see the good in you and who speak it to you, because you're gonna be so comfortable and you start believing it, rather than having people who they don't like how you look, and they're gonna point out your flaws. I mean, as humans, we tend to just listen, invariably, most of us. So just be with friends who uplift you, who are going to support you in your decisions, who are going to make you see the beauty in you. So life is actually just too short to have toxic people around you, people who would talk badly about you and say bad things to you, mean things to you. Because there's just power in people's words and uplifting you. I'm not saying that, yes, it should come from within you, but also just be careful of the people who are around you.
Okay, that's true. So, I would repeat, especially be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Because you could be the one who is
the toxic one.
Just telling people how their bodies are not the best, or you're telling people they're not smart, or stuff like that. But be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, because whatever you think and feel about yourself eventually comes out. It gets out, and that's all people will start saying about you. And then accept that it's a journey. Accept that you won't wake up one morning and have a high self-esteem. Accept that you won't wake up one morning and like how you look. Just accept that it's a journey, but start that journey. So I don't know if there's anything else that you would like to add.
It's okay to be an apple and not a pear.
That's true. Both are
it's
really
okay.
Both are really sweet.
Yeah, and I saw a quote on Instagram, and pretty is relative. Pretty is relative. It's that's just the fact. And we said we went to the whole point where we pointed out that you're better than someone else is better than you. Pretty is relative, but imagine it's okay to not be Marilyn Monroe. Pretty, or it's okay to not be. It's okay to be how you are. To look how you are. Because at the end of the day, there's more important things.
There's more to you. I think that should be the punchline. There is more to you than your body. There's more to you than, there's so much more. And if only you could accept that and think of yourself that way, then that's when you'd know. I don't need to prove to others. That's another thing. Most times when you have this negative thoughts about yourself, you tend to work on it by trying to prove to others that you're you know what, I'm good enough. You don't have to do that. It has to be like, okay, you know, I'm doing this for me, not to prove to so and so that I can be skinny, or that I can add weight, or that I can, I don't know, have no acne. So you go break the bank, buy all the products you think would help you, or break the bank and buy oats, a year supply of oats.
Cheers, sis. Going vegan.
Or you go vegan and you can't afford it. It's not that it's cheap, by the way.
Yeah, it's
People think. So I mean, because you want to prove to other people that you can be better. I feel like it should be a you journey. It should be to prove to yourself, that you can have that high self-esteem, So in all this, try and be strong. Try and learn how to be strong. It's not easy, but it's something that is possible. It's not impossible to have a higher self-esteem. It's not impossible to think you're beautiful. It's not impossible to love yourself. It's not impossible to be happy. So take all this that we've talked about, and I hope that it has helped someone in a way, and someone will wake up tomorrow and be like, I want to live this positive, high self-esteem journey, and I want to start now. Don't procrastinate also on that whole I want to start. If you wake up today, or if you watch this video right now and be like, yes, start now. Don't push it, because now the more you push it is now the more you bring yourself down. So be positive, have positive people around you, be the positive friend, and start the journey and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey 100%. So thank you so much, Laura, for being here. I will link down everything about Binti Jaha and the previous videos and all that. So please don't forget to live, love, and dance. Bye.